Charles Hoskinson, starting to see things the XRP investors' way. What he is a little bit riled up about, Wyoming is trying to roll out a state stablecoin, state-issued stablecoin. A little bit more, personal for him because he's got companies located in that territory, of course. And so Wyoming has picked the following blockchains as being, suitable prospects for building that stablecoin. It's Solana, Avalanche, Sui, Stellar, and Ethereum, including its layer 2s. And, part of this selection committee has a former Consensus employee and also some people that are involved with Circle. And, of course, all of these chains I just named are chains that have Circle's USDC already running on those rails. And so he's like, what's going on here? With Cardano, they can't even build a proof of concept and bid on it. Neither can XRP Ledger developers. And they're not transparent at all about, what is necessary to qualify. How did they pick these chains? He's calling BS, and I understand his frustration. Now, from the XRP Ledger standpoint, I'm telling you, until we get some sort of on-chain programmability, this kind of thing's going to happen. You can imagine, trying to manage a stable coin without smart contracts. You're going to have to rely on centralized solutions to mint and burn, and there's a lot of extra risk there. I don't think the XRP Ledger is suitable until they get that sorted out. And we heard from David, they're looking at different solutions, and I think that's why. Because you need at least some sort of light smart contracts to do this type of functionality, and you're just going to get passed up if you can't do that. And there's a balance there. You want to keep the XRP Ledger's speed and cost effectiveness and all of that going, but you need some at least minimal smart contract capabilities, whether that's something like hooks or a different solution. Again, they're exploring all of these ideas. We'll see how it plays out. Now, for the Cardano side, doesn't make a lot of sense. If I was going to build something of that level where you need security, reliability, Cardano will be towards the top of my list. It has all the capability. I assume they look at the chain. It doesn't have Circle USDC, and it's not been a great chain for stablecoins just because people haven't issued on there. So they're probably looking at the history and saying, we're going to go with one of these other chains that pushes significant stablecoin volume. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. Like, just because Cardano hasn't paid Circle to issue on their chain doesn't mean it won't be a fine system to build a state-issued stablecoin. I suspect former Consensus employee, people at Circle, they know what's going to happen if you introduce Cardano, into this competition. It's going to have one of the most secure and robust systems there are, and it very well may win. I think the XRP Ledger also gets there, but again, I don't think we're at that spot till you have some sort of programmability on chain. That's why you see Stellar. Stellar's one of the finalists. Very similar chain, has nowhere near the liquidity and global support of XRP, but it does have programmability, and that's just going to be necessary going forward. At least some version of it, enough to where you can efficiently run a stablecoin. I'll tell you what, though, I'm excited about this partnership we see kind of emerging between Ripple and Charles, and the merging of XRP Ledger and the ecosystem at Cardano, because I think they play well to each other's weaknesses and strengths. And these are two ecosystems we want working together because there's a lot of symbiotic nature there. Like, for instance, one of the biggest problems with Cardano is, they don't have a lot of these established stablecoins, your Tethers, your Circles. For whatever reason, they haven't issued on there, whether they're trying to shake them down for money or whatever it may be. But, Ripple's got a stablecoin here on the near horizon, should be quite robust and supported globally, and that might be a great chain to issue on and grow RLUSD's reach. And there's a lot of things like this, where the chain, the builders, and the ecosystems can really help each other, and together they can start competing against those inside groups, those ones that have had really the free run and a lot of the support from your Circles and your Coinbases and all this kind of stuff. Very different chains, different capabilities, but a similar story here. We've seen Cardano, it took a long time just to get on Coinbase. They're not getting the stable coins they should. And as an XRP investor, you know all the problems we've had. So there could be some good synergy here between these two projects, these two ecosystems. Ripple's already had, a lot of experience with that Palau project where they issued the Palau stablecoin. Like, they, of course, should be invited along with Cardano to try to build some proof of concept here. And maybe by the time it was done, we would have programmability. Like, I think to exclude those two players is a big mistake. It's ridiculous. Hopefully someone steps in and says, you know what, no. They both need to be able to build proof of concepts. Because either of those two, whether it's Ripple building out a system, the Cardano development team building out a system, like either of those two may take it. And there's no way you could have a serious competition here without really both of them included. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.